Well, it is fair to say we did not have the best time with Forest Green in yesterday's episode, but today we have the chance to change all of that with our matches against Yeovil and local rival Swindon. Hello and welcome to Club 2 Part 7 of our Zero to Hero series, where as mentioned today we do have the chance to rectify our poor form from yesterday's episode and go top of the league. You can see over here, since yesterday's episode and those two losses, we have gone on some sort of run of form again. We won 1-0 against Cambridge. We drew 0-0 against Stevenage, which was a bit of a poor one. But we have just faced Wrexham. We won 2-0, and Wrexham didn't even have a shot registered. Yes, they did. They must have registered that right at the end of the match. So one shot registered for Wrexham towards the end of the match, but we were utterly dominant in that one, winning 2-0. Today we face Yeovil, who are third, and then Swindon, who are first. We are currently second in the league, 2 points behind Swindon and 2 points ahead of Yeovil. So things still could change. Depending on today's results, we could end up top of the league. We could end up down in 5th place. So these are really, really must-win matches for us. For that first match against Yeovil, this is the team we are going to be using. It is McGee in goal, a back four of McDonald, Wiggett, Fagan, Walcott and Robertson. We then got Jones and Kanate in midfield, Jay over on the left, McDonald on the right and Iro up front. Iro, who, can we just have a look at this lad, in fantastic form still, 33 appearances and 24 goals in the league with 7 player of the matches to his name as well. He has been a really, really good signing, and hopefully he can keep that up today when we face Yeovil. Otherwise, we're going to be in for a pretty rough time. When Iro doesn't score, we are definitely not as good a team as when he does score. When he's in form, he drags the rest of the team up with him. So let's hope he's got his shooting boots on today. If you do enjoy today's episode, of course, please do drop a like down below. It really helps out with the engagement on the video. And if you haven't subscribed already, now's your chance to do so as we head into the business end of this season. And let's hope again. We need 6 points out of these 2 games, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're looking for. Matt J here trying to start us off early with that one, and a free kick on the edge of the area. Doesn't quite manage it. I have still got sound on. I'm going to pause that immediately because we do not want any sound on. Yes, I'm a absolutely fifi heathen who plays with the mat sounds on. I apologize. The secret is out. I can't deny it any longer. Robertson here just trying to gloss over the fact that the mat sounds wrong. We're not going to talk about it. So I know it's, not something that Football Manager players do. But when you're sat here with nothing else going on, it's nice to have a little bit of sound and just remind yourself that you are awake when you've played a lot of matches and a lot of recording all together. Fagan, Walcott here, over to Robertson. These kits are very, very close together as well. Robertson's trying to just run down the right hand side there, gets tackled, and he has put us in a world of trouble there with that, although it looks like the referee is going to flag that one up for offside. So we do get lucky on this occasion with that offside. It was in the back of the net before we knew much about it. Luckily, Mr. Referee says that we don't need to worry about that one. Really, though, what we do need to do is go and do that ourselves the other end. Kanate, looking like he's injured, is not ideal. We'll see if we can nurse him through that one, because we don't really want to be taking one of our main players off. Kanate, I would say, probably the star player of this team. Iro is very, very good. Kanate has the potential to surpass him as our best player at the club. He has now got a yellow card as well. Kanate doing his absolute best to go home early, apparently. He's going to get sent off. He's going to get injured. He doesn't mind which way he goes home as long as he goes home. What we've just seen, though, in that first half is pretty much nothing at all. Apart from that Yeovil disallowed goal, nothing really very much going on. And now McDonald has taken a knock as well and saying that he is injured. McDonald's going to have to come off for Baker Boati over on that side. We'll just switch over his role like we do when we bring him on. McDonald very, very tired as well. Kieran Rollis is going to need to come on for him. I think we can probably keep Kanate on, but I'm a little bit worried about doing it as well. So let's actually just change these guys around. These are 3 very, very early substitutions, only on 49 minutes. We can see at the moment as well, Swindon must be winning because they are on 83 points. Ourselves only on 79, and really a point here doesn't do us a lot of good, because then even if we do go and beat Swindon, they're going to remain top out of the league. And I think we can all agree we don't like Swindon very much. If you're a Forest Green fan, I assume you're not a fan of Swindon. In case you haven't noticed in the last few episodes, I'm definitely not a fan of Swindon. I'd quite like to go and beat them today. I mean, we're not beating them today. We're playing Yeovil right now. We can still beat them today, but I'd like to beat them and end up top of the league. Baker Boasi here has got into the box and he is brought down, and that is going to be a penalty for Forest Green. That could be very, very important. Matt J is going to demand taking this one, steps up to it and absolutely buries it in the back of the net for us with his 4th goal of the season. He's been a very, very good utility player for us. I doubt he'll be here next season. I don't think he makes the step up into League One, and I think it'd be quite expensive to get him to do so as well. So he probably leaves in the summer. But for a 1-season utility player, he has done a fantastic job for us. Right, match on now, ladies and gentlemen. We are now back to being 2 points behind Swindon. If they could go and lose today or draw, that would be fantastic. But of course, the main point here is we kind of need to do our bit and make sure we win this match. Fagan Walcott's on a yellow card. We'll just ignore that goal kick that's happening. We don't need to see a goal kick. We're just telling all these players to ease off the tackles. That was a lovely bit of distribution to Ibrodo. And now Burt is played through for his 5th goal of this season, our 2nd of the day. And we are desperately trying to do our bit and make sure that we win against Yeovil and don't drop any points. And all of a sudden in this second half, the lads seem to have woken up. Iro latching on to that massive kick there from the goalkeeper. Burt running through ahead of him and just pops that one, calm as you like, in the bottom of the net. Yes, we'd like to continue with those changes, and I think just for a fitness perspective, we probably take a couple of these players off. Fagan Walcott is one of them. Denise can come on for him, and Callum Jones we're most likely going to want in the next match, so Metvan can come on for him. Again, quite early to be making all 5 of our substitutions, but I'm very keen to keep those guys fit as possible for that match against Swindon that's coming up, and hopefully today that is now a job done. We have not been the better team in it. We've not as many shots. We've not had as much possession. We've not as much of anything really other than XG, which is obviously very, very skewed by the fact we got a penalty. But at the end of the day, it's a 2-0 win for us. It's 3 points on the board. We will take that. Thank you very much. Swindon beating Port Vale 3-1, as you can see over here, means they remain at top of the league with 2 points on top of us. But we do play them next. It is only, it's in 12 days' time. I thought it was in like 3 days' time. I've been misreading the weeks. So we probably didn't need to be resting players in that. But it does mean that they should all be fully fit for that match against Swindon, which does make things a lot more interesting. Right, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. It is the day of the big match against Swindon. It's a real 6-pointer that could see us go top of the league and possibly cement our position as champions, or it could see us wave goodbye to that dream and any chance of being champions really, and leave the door open for Swindon. No pressure whatsoever then. So this is the team we're going to be using for that one. We've got McGee in goal, McDonald, Pickles, Fagan, Walcott and Hawkins are back four, Jones, Hackney and Vangelis in midfield, Kanate on the left, McDonald on the right and Iro up front. Just as a side note as well, we can see we do really need this promotion. I think Pickles is wanted by Luton. We've got Callum Jones wanted by a couple of teams and Vangelis as well. So we're moving in the right direction. Players are starting to be wanted by other teams. They're starting to attract attention. Even more possibly important than that is the fact that before this match, both the board and the supporters have said that they expect us to lose against Swindon today, which is a lovely, lovely vote of confidence. I'm sure you admit right before a match, your supporters coming out and go, we really, really would like to win against Swindon because local rivals and we could, you know, go top of the league and all of that malarkey, but we don't really expect it. We kind of expect you to lose. Yeah, go out there and do your best, lads. Lovely vote of confidence there for the boys today. But all we can do is go and focus on the match and hopefully get a good result against Swindon. Obviously, earlier in the season on the channel, we did draw 1-1 with the Swindon team. We'd hope we go and do a little bit better than that today. Hackney over to Finney McDonald here. Out wide to Hawkins, who's in absolutely bags of space. Big cross into the box, looking for someone to get on the end of it. No one there, though. It falls to Callum McDonald on the opposite side. Now, his cross into box is blocked. Iro tries to get there, and it looks like there was a push on Oliver Iro. And for the second time in this episode, we could go ahead via a penalty. Callum Jones going to be taking this one. Steps up, and he puts it in the back of the net. It is 1-0 against Swindon. That is the best start we could have hoped for today, really. 18 minutes gone, 1-0 up against our local rivals, and that should see us go top of the league, if only momentarily. Lovely penalty there by Callum Jones to send the goalkeeper completely the wrong way. We're just going to ignore that. I hate that Football Manager does that. You have a penalty, and then for the rest of the match, it tells you this player is going to be taking the penalty like it hasn't already happened, and it's massively infuriating. A minor issue, though, to be sure, so we won't worry about it too much. Swindon here, though, instantly trying to get back into this game. They've played in somebody, I didn't even see his name quick enough, and we have not dealt with that whatsoever. And Swindon peg us back almost immediately at the other end of the field. That is massively infuriating. I don't think we've even had time to see the league table yet to notice that we were top before Swindon back in. We just haven't dealt with that twice. We didn't deal with the first shot. We didn't clear the rebound, and it is just eventually put into the back of the net. And yeah, that was to be expected if you're going to give the team that much time on the ball. It's very annoying as well, because we looked pretty decent at the start of this match, but now it looks like it's all Swindon, and once again it is Swindon on the ball. McDonald stepping forward there to head that one away, but it is only as far as a yet another Swindon player. They're just playing with us here as well. Look at it, guys. Can we put a tackle in? Can we press a little bit? Can we do something to regain possession here? We don't like Swindon. I don't know if we've mentioned this, guys, but we don't like them, and they're through again, and it is a second goal for Swindon. Is that one offside though, ref? I feel like it is. The referee agrees it is offside. He moved way too early there. That one is going to be chalked off, so it remains 1-1. We are also getting loads and loads of yellow cards, which I don't like. Hawkins is on a yellow card. So is Fagan Walcott. We've also got Callum McDonald on a yellow card. Hackney on a yellow card. We can't sell him to ease off tackles because he's a ball-winning midfielder. I don't know what's going on here, lads, but if we could stop that, that'd be great. What we don't want to do is go down to 10 men and make it even more difficult for ourselves. Could we get rid of these offside bits here, please? That would be lovely. I don't feel like we need them anymore. We will listen to the assistant manager and play for our set pieces, and we will encourage the team there just a little bit as Swindon, yet again, come surging forward, and we're just not dealing with them at all today. We've managed to clear that one. Vangelis tries to get on the end of it, never really going to get there. He is not the best header of the ball. We've mentioned this before. Definitely not the tallest lad. At the moment, we don't look in it, and we need to possibly think about changing something to try and get back in it. We just let this highlight play through, and then we'll have a look at what we can do. Pickles trying to play it on forward to Iro again. There's no point just pumping it forward to the lad. He's not tall enough. He doesn't have the height on him to deal with it. It's fine. It's fine. Can we regain possession here, though? That would be lovely. Could we, prevent Swindon from playing Barcelona-era tiki-taka? That would be great. Callum McDonald, another ball just thumped forward to Finney McDonald. He does manage to control that one, though. And that one, I mean, what was Hackney doing there? There was no need to be clearing that. We weren't under any massive pressure, and it's allowed Swindon to get back in here and have a shot, and it is 2-0 for Swindon. Can that one be chalked off as well, please, referee? No? 2-1 it is then. Right. We don't want to see that again, I don't think. We'll just pause this, and we need to work out what we're doing here. And what we're doing, obviously, is going attacking. What do we do to try and change this, though? Callum Jones, he's had a decent match so far. Why is this all in the wrong order as well? That's really annoying. Callum Jones, I mean, he's had an okay match, Hackney, I think, can probably come off. We're going to do this. We are going to do this. Tavares is going to come on as a pressing forward. We've done this in a couple of matches where we're struggling, and it has sort of moderately worked. Vangelis not having a fantastic match. Liam Burt's going to come on for him. We're just going to swap these guys around. So Kanate is going to drop into midfield. We'll just really tell him to ease off of those tackles. And then looking down at the rest of the field, I mean, Leon Hawkins is not having a great game either. So Sean Robinson is going to come on for him. We're just going to demand more from the team. I mean, 1 point isn't inherently useful to us, but it's a lot better than getting no points at all. We have got a free kick here. Konate launching that one into the box. We get ahead to it, and it is cleared off the line by a Swindon defender. Come on, guys. Come on, we need to get a goal here. 1 point is better than absolutely nothing. And right now, we're heading towards absolutely nothing. It's another free kick. Callum Jones taking that one. I believe the goalkeeper got a touch to that. So it is going out for a corner with 8 minutes left to play. Kanate is going to be taking this one. I'd imagine swinging it into the near post, looking for the head of Wiggett potentially. He doesn't. He goes far post looking for Iro, trying to catch the Swindon players out. It hasn't worked at all. And we can make one more substitution here. Why does this keep changing? Kanate is probably the man that needs to come off, but we don't really have anyone to bring on for him. So we've got Baker Boati, or we've got Dexter Meffin or Kieran Wallace. So Baker Boati is going to come on. We'll change this to an inverted winger on attack. We're still on attack in here. We probably now need to go very attacking just for the last few minutes. Confirm those changes. It is Swindon on the ball. Finney McDonald managing to kind of regain possession there momentarily, and it's instantly tackled as it goes out for a throw in, and it doesn't look like we're going to get anything out of this unless we get a very late highlight here, which we do not. That is probably the end of us attempting to win the title here, I think, boys and girls. I think that is title aspirations ended. It means Swindon are now 5 points ahead of us with 3 games left to play. So we could get lucky. They could drop a ridiculous amounts of points towards the end of the season here. But really, it's this patch of bad form here, Crawley and Carlisle, that have let us down. And then obviously this match against Swindon has let us down as well. We've got Woking, Mansfield and Halifax to play through. Now, we will come back in tomorrow's episode for the last 2 matches of the season. It is still not all to play for, but we could still win the league. We are at least solidified as having as having qualified for the playoffs. We still need to qualify for automatic promotion. So we'll play through the Woking game off camera. And then in tomorrow's episode, we come back for the last 2 matches of the season. Maybe we're still in the running for the title race at that point. We'll see where we are tomorrow, but it seems very, very unlikely. If you have enjoyed today's episode, of course, please do drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Until next time, though, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you there. Bye-bye.